Oh, hey there. Welcome to today's video. My name is Nick, and today we're reviewing Bora Nun from Nijisanji. A lot of you have told me she's a Masters player, and so I'm down to get some hella high skill level gameplay into this. I'm always down to watch somebody who's potentially a better player than me. I'm always okay with this, as that means I can learn even more than I normally would. So that's gonna be very bug and very cool. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support you guys have been showing lately. Like, it's been a lot. It's been overwhelming. Those translated videos are doing very well. And Aqua even saw one, so that was like, ooh, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, it's been a wild few days. I've transitioned from Twitch to YouTube streaming, so I stream on Twitch now. So subscribe, please. Like, you know what? Here's a message from Editor Nick. Right now. What the hell is this? Subscribe to me right now. And I hope you enjoyed that message. Editor Nick makes some very, very interesting points that I am inclined to agree on. I have never known somebody as intelligent as that man. Would definitely recommend you do what he says. Before we get into the video, I do want to plug my Twitter now because my Twitter is very pug and very cool. I tweet things like, I'm throwing some tweets up there right now. Wow, that's crazy. They're so funny. You should totally follow the Twitter. I am hilarious, okay? If everybody who watched this video right now follow my Twitter, I'd have clout, okay? I could rub it in everybody's face. I could be important. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, man. I would never just sit here and beg for you guys to follow me so I can get Twitter clout. That would absolutely never happen. Please follow me. Please follow me on Twitter. Like I said, it's completely inconceivable. Why would I ever do that? I am not that desperate. Okay, anyways, let's just get into the video. We are reviewing Bora Nun, and before we start, I just want to say that she has a fire fit. Like, I don't know why. I think her outfit's just so cool. I freaking love it. And yeah, I'm just gonna mention that before we get into it. All right, let's go. Dab. Where did the video go? I lost the video. Cannot find it. It was here somewhere. Frick! Okay, now before we get into the video, I just do want to say that what I've been recently testing out, kind of without telling you guys, is that I've been, I guess, taking notes on the VOD, because I did this one time for the Astral Tournament VOD review. I've been testing it out, wanted to see how well it works in terms of like the editing process and stuff like that, because being able to just sort of know what I'm going to say as I commentate in real time is a lot easier for me, and less work when it comes to editing it down. I don't have to do as many takes, I don't stumble over my words as much, and it's all around just a lot easier. So I have already watched this, and I do plan on keeping the same format for the rest of the VOD reviews. But Nick, what about circle predictions? You always do circle predictions. Well, okay, so when I do circle predictions, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna post a picture of my impression notes, my first impression notes, the notes I take when I watch it for the first time, and those notes have my first guess about where the circle word is gonna be. So I'm gonna read those off to you guys. And yeah, that's just how we're gonna do this from now on. I hope you guys are okay with it. If not, too bad. That's what we're doing. And yeah, let's just get into it then. Fire fit. I think her clothes are so gas. They give me like, this is an English teacher vibe right here. That little sweater on top. You see it? Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Okay, we got Bora on Bloodhound. I think her friend, yeah, that's her friend. She's on Horizon, and then the random is gonna go Lifeline. I always feel safe when there's a Lifeline. D1, D2, D2. Let's go. Hot dropping capacitor. Let's go. I like how much she's looking around. Very pug. Very cool. Very bug and very good. And we dip away. Was there more than one team? Wait, look at capacitor again. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Frick. I don't remember exactly everything that happens in these games, so I will be surprised by some things, and I will not remember some things. And yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Like, oh, you've seen this before. How did you not see that coming? Because I don't remember. Okay. All right, 2 guys in this build, 3 guys in this building. Can't even count Lamau. All right, multiple hits on the one down below. You see this caustic trap? Okay. Oh, first of all, there's a guy in this window. Let me enlarge my cursor real fast. Okay, cursor is enlarged just to make it easier. So if you guys don't know, you can actually do a wall bounce to get up here from the bottom floor. So you can go boom, boom, like that, climb up. If you guys didn't know that. So there's a caustic here. I think that's a caustic. And so we see this caustic trap here, right? So based off this information, which I think she destroys it, but either way, we know that there's a caustic up here. So now she knows that she can't just mindlessly push up the stairs because A, there'll be gas, B, there'll be gas. Knowing this information is actually kind of big, and honestly, it might have been more beneficial for the Caustic to put this upstairs and not have this here. That way they could have fallen into his trap more easily. Although he did just land, so he doesn't have a weapon or whatever, and so I guess he's just doing everything he can to stop people from chasing him. Now she can't just mindlessly push up there, or else she will get beamed. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what'll happen. But she did get the kill though, so it's fine. It was worth it. It was worth it. See, but now since she triggered the gas trap, there's a lot of gas in there, and she can't really do anything. She can't really go in. Look at the amount of health she has, right? She can't really push in. It's pretty much left up to her teammates only. And her teammates are full health or full white health, so she should be okay as long as her teammates go in there and finish them. Because they can take some of the caustic damage that she otherwise cannot. I completely forgot about that. I love how it was just like, and she can't push up, or else the caustic gas will roll her, and then she pushes up. All right, so look at what she just did. She traded her Re for the Eva. She's still keeping her ammo. This means she's probably looking for another light weapon. This is 100% something you can do. At the end of the day, you still want a light weapon, right? But you know that the Eva is going to be a better weapon than your Re 45. So you trade it in the hopes that you'll find something else. 100% can do this, as long as you have the backpack space to do so, when she does. Very bug and very good. We charge rifling? We charge rifling? No charge rifles allowed, bro. This is probably why I'm not making it to Masters this season. It's because I refuse to use a charge rifle and or Spitty. Not happening. Or a sniper rifle and a Spitty. It's not happening. I refuse. Look at that sniper scope. Which means you're probably going to grab a sniper rifle. Super glad she got rid of that Spitfire, though. Flatline gang! All my homies hate the Spitfire. We are Flatline gang only. If you aren't part of Flatline gang, close this video and leave. I'm just kidding. Please stay. No, frick the charge rifle, bro. All my homies hate the charge rifle. I really love the English teacher vibes. Although she also gives me like student vibes. I feel like that the sweater thing is something that like students over in not America wear sometimes when they have like uniforms. So I was clearly wrong about the whole R301 thing, or about the whole light weapon thing. Maybe still holding the ammo. Look, that's literally a freaking R301 setup, and I forgot actually if she grabs the light weapon or she keeps the shotgun. I don't remember. I guess yeah, okay. She doesn't keep it. as I'm seeing. Dude, the 3x, the sexiest sight. I don't care what anybody says. Best sight. 3x R301 match made in heaven. Controversial opinion. I know. I don't care. 3x 301 over a 2x 301 any day. Any day of the week. Okay, so it sounds like she said something along the lines of, I'm going to scan here. And when I was watching this really reminded me of two things. One, spam that scan, okay? You can spam that sucker like every, I don't even know the cooldown, 25 seconds. Spam it. Just spam it, okay? Just always spam it. Always be scanning everything, okay? It's so much better to know with 100% certainty where somebody is and then have that person only know the general direction you're in compared to you both being surprised, okay? That's like, I think that's just a better situation to be in. And then B, did I say A? I don't remember if I remembered to say A, but B, do not be afraid to ask your bloodhound to scan something for you, especially if you are used to voice comms, especially if you're willing to use voice comms. This isn't what's happening here, but it reminded me of it. Just being like, hey, bloodhound, can you scan this? Hey, bloodhound, can you scan that? You know, be friendly about it, right? Of course, you don't want to be like super commanding and super mean, but like take charge and, you know, ask them politely to scan something for you. Like 95% of the time they'll do it. Now, once the bloodhound scans the places you want them to scan, you now know whether somebody's in that vicinity or not. And now you can play based off that information. So you just want to like, just always be spamming, okay? If you're not playing Bloodhound, you have a random playing Bloodhound, or you have a friend playing Bloodhound, if they aren't going to spam that scan, then you just tell them to spam the scan. If you tell them enough times, and they're just going to start spamming it automatically, okay? Just go for it, dude. Did she pull up her map? I forgot. Did I miss it? I know she pulls it up later, but their character designs make them look like sisters. Anybody else noticing this? All right, no, my double clicking mouse. Double clicking will be the end of me, I swear to God. All right, so she pings here. Okay, and now that she pinged here, I'm gonna read what my first impression map circle prediction notes say. They say, kind of hard to tell where the first circle will be. I'm thinking maybe either runoff or the compounds to the east of it. Oh, it's that circle just barely north of runoff. This circle right here. Like 2 feet north, so like right there. Because I had this the other day. It could also be pit. Based on that ping, they're going to play edge and rotate up north to come in from the top. So if the circle is going to end up right here, my guess was that they're going to come all the way up here to make sure that their backs are clear and then rotate south that way. If it's going where I think it's going, then I'd say not a bad idea at all. Either run off or pit, because then you can have your backs relatively clear when the circle closes. You would if she was up here, cleared out all the teams on top, and then most of the teams would be fighting down in this bottom half of the circle. And those are my predictions. Let's see if they were right.
こっちピンのところ。45秒前。OK。左の家は大丈夫な気がしなくて。
Nice. Alright, so it looks like there's a remnants of a fight here. It looks like both teams are still up, more or less. Harassing from above. Nice. So does Bora speak Korean and Japanese? Harassing from above. I like it to I like to harass people from above in video games via gunplay and not vocals, because harassing people via vocals is bad. All right, still on top, still on the high ground. Nice. God, the triple take's so good. Finished off. Nice. So this bubble means that they're healing inside of it, right? This bubble means that they're low. You can also guess that they're low based off of the fact that the fight just ended, but the bubble, they've domed for protection. So they're in a weakened state. And I think that was a Costa who just died, which means his gas is going away now. Bless the update. I completely agree. This is the perfect time to full send on them because they're low. About to third party the heck out of both of these teams. Horizon roll. I'm gonna guess that the Horizon didn't mean to drop like that. But I got him low. Look at that. Look at that. Every time she shoots, she crouches for the little cover she has, because she's on high ground, right? She has the height advantage, and the Octane is on low ground, right? She can back off and she can duck behind the cover that she has, because high ground. Right? Hide. Boom, hide. Field swap, nice. How did the Octane get there so fast? He just speed hacked over there. Look. Oh, he was jumping there. Oh shit. Never mind. Oh, he was mid-air. Okay, that makes sense. She clutched up with that freaking Eva. Eva goes crazy. This is kind of risky. I definitely would recommend like a shield swap here, because you can definitely shield swap on that Octane's body, right? Prioritize your own safety right now, because you are basically one shot, right? Snipers are super meta right now. Somebody can just look at you from right over here, put like a pea shooter bullet into you, then you're dead. So shield swap, then res. That's my recommendation. I'm not gonna make the same step cursor joke because I already made it. I'll think of another one though. Scanning behind to make sure you're not getting fourth partied. I love it. Got the Massey, let's go. I don't know what that means. I feel so awkward because I'm making all these noises like I'm with them, but like I've never been so far away. I'm lonely. Ahaha. The boy needs a girlfriend bad, bro. What kind of girl wouldn't be interested in a guy who makes gameplay commentary videos on anime girls? It literally makes no sense to me. What kind of girl wouldn't be interested in that? 0 cents made. Alright, so she pulled up her map. It's looking like the circle's going basically where my first impression notes said they're going, and yeah, we'll just keep going. Although it definitely went more north than I expected it to be. First impression notes, Nixter, just so big brain. He's just so massive brain. After doing these videos, I'm definitely like 1,000 times better at reading circles. Like way better than the first one. There's no doubt about it. It looks like they're rotating north-ish, like we thought. Gonna hit that Canadian bacon scan? Let's go. What are you talking about, Nick? Beacon. I'm saying beacon, okay? I said Canadian bacon, and my friend was like, what are you talking about? No, I thought it was obvious, but apparently it's not. Apparently Canadian bacon meaning beacon is like not obvious. Apparently. All right, so let's see what my first impression circle notes say. They say a lot more of the circle ended up in slums than I expected, or whatever it's called now. This might be annoying. The final circle is still looking like it might be north of pit now, but it could still be pit. So I'm thinking it could either be here or here. And then I said, I don't know where it's gonna go. Could still be here. I actually don't remember the exact circle. For some reason, I didn't think that it would go up here, even though, look, it would make sense. Like 75% of the time, it's gonna follow the same trend. So it goes up and to the left, up and to the left, up and to the left, and then this next one's gonna go up and to the left. But for some reason, my first impression self did not think it would. I don't think I've had any final circles over there. Maybe like one, not even. Yeah, I don't think I've had any final circles up there yet. Yeah, I think they're pinging potential circles as well. Not 100% sure because I don't speak Japanese. Either they're picking potential circles or they're picking places they want to stay. So at this point, I had no idea where the circle was going to go, and it looks like they're pretty confused by it too. It's kind of a really weird circle. Not one that I've seen before. At this point, it could really either go north or south. We don't really know. I mean, I know because I've seen it before, but like when I was watching this, I had no idea. When I was watching this, I had no idea. So it looks like they might be trying to gatekeep somebody from behind. I don't remember if there's somebody who's actually there. But this is a good place to hold, and I made note of it. I said this is not a bad place to hold just because, right? If you look at the map, we don't know if the circle's going to go up or down, basically, right? Holding the side right here, especially when the ring closes and your backs are going to be clear, you can kind of go either way, right? It has a good route north and has a decent route down to pit. Ish. Okay. The route to the north part is better than the route to pit. And like I said, you can also gatekeep from containment if somebody tries to push in. However, you are fairly exposed over from like everywhere else. I would still say it's not a bad position, even though you're fairly exposed. Like, look, basically from right here, right? People have such a good fat angle on you, especially with how some snipers are super meta right now. They can just look over and you basically have nowhere to hide. You're gonna have to drop off height, or you're gonna have to run this way, or you run into pit, but they're probably gonna still snipe you as you run into pit, or you could back off to containment and run all the way down below. So I think that's the only caveat of this spot. But if you don't get shot at, then it's not a bad place to have, because then you have multiple rotate options for whichever way it goes, because we really don't know where it's gonna go at this point. So is your name like Packle? Paforkle? It's Paforkle. Before Kaforal. It's crazy. Before Kaforal? Before Kaforal. That's Kraforzi, bro. Alright, so it looks like they're gatekeeping. Look at that. 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 Look how she zooms in and calls out who is there. So she says, Gibby and Horizon. Nice. Actually, not something I see a lot of people do. I don't even do that much myself, so. Perks of watching somebody who's better than me. Very pog, very cool. Granted, I don't play Bloodhound very much. You guys are just gonna listen to me stutter over my words. It is what it is. So they left containment, and based off of that ping, I'm thinking that, or at least I was thinking that when I watched this, that they're thinking that these guys are gonna rotate it up north right here to go across. And I think it's a very reasonable thought. I probably would have guessed the same thing. The way they look over and they hold this is definitely textbook. Very good. Always predict where you think your enemies are going to rotate, and then give that spot a lot of attention. If you know where somebody's going to go, then you can very easily stop them from going to that place, especially if them going there hurts you. Always pay attention. Always predict. Like, if I was in their shoes, where would I go? You have to think like that all the time. That is a necessary thinking skill, okay? You always have to put yourself in other people's shoes. If you are a narcissist and you cannot think about anybody but yourself, this game is not for you. Unfortunately, it is very risky right now, because if they do take a fight, then they will almost immediately get third partied. I'm guessing, I'm stuttering. Probably by somebody to the west, because there's no way teams aren't to the west. If you are exposed to the side, or just exposed at all in any way, right? You never want to be standing still. And she's doing a very good job at constantly moving while still zooming in and scoping to like scout and see if anybody's there, right? Never stop moving, okay? You always assume somebody has a Kraber on you and they will headshot you if you stand still for less than a second, okay? Always stay moving. She's doing a very good job. So they're just holding edge, and it looks like they're gonna keep playing edge for the rest of the game. Just because there's no way people haven't taken any POI now. All the central positions are most guaranteed taken. So it looks like that they, So it looks like that they didn't rotate up north, which for some reason I don't know why. That probably was a good rotate for them. So which means they probably had to rotate south, which is a bad rotate for them. Because look, if you guys know the map, right? You know that pit is very dense, okay? Especially at the bottom where the circle's ending, right? There isn't very much open space. You are often going to be caught in narrow places, right? It's a cost extreme. You definitely have been better off rotating north. I definitely think holding up for the charge might have been worth it there. So she's giving her lifeline, the red armor, because she knows that she will receive the purple armor back, right? So she receives the purple armor back, then she can farm with her sniper rifle and gain evil shield damage, and then she can get another red armor. It's like the same thing with Gibby and scouts, or Gibby and repeaters, and Gibby and sniper rifles just in general. I'm assuming that 300 means something along the lines of, hey, my purple still has 300 left. That's quite a lot. Are you sure you want to do this? Dozo, so I guess that means go ahead, right? I do it. Nice. Respectful. It's looking like... Frick. I missed it. All right, so we got the map. Let's head on over to the first impression notes. So I wrote, looks like it was to the left of pit, which is a few steps north of runoff. So at least one of my guesses was right, because I think that was in my list of like 3 or 4 guesses, whatever, at the beginning. This is going to be an annoying rotate in a circle. Really easy to be gatekept because of the height right there at the edge. So the height right here, because if you guys don't know, there is a cliff right here or whatever that looks on this way. I forgot if it's possible to rotate through pit to the left after the map changes. So like right here, if you could rotate this way to get to the circle, right? I couldn't remember, but now that I've seen this, I know there is an opening right here. I completely forgot about it though when I was doing this, or I couldn't remember at least. There is no way she won't have to fight anybody. And I basically said this, which I should have wrote down. I basically said this because there's no way that there isn't going to be a team in pit already. Because look, pit was basically one of the 2 POIs in this area, right? So there's no way that there isn't a team in there. There's no way. It's impossible, right? So she either has to rotate through pit, which there's a very good chance people are going to be gatekeeping over here, or she has to rotate via the cliff. And that was why I wrote what I wrote. It's going to be a really annoying rotate. There's no way she's not going to have to find anybody. We're here fighting to the right. Checking to make sure my earbuds aren't backwards. This is a really beneficial scan. That way she knows that the front is clear, and then part of the left of the choke is clear as well. It's really good for making a safe rotation. We got footsteps going into pit. Not surprised in the slightest, or at least I wasn't. Yep. You go. Really unlucky. Like really unlucky. Now the rotate is gonna be literally abysmal. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be actually terrible. I wrote in my notes, this is exactly what I was worried about. Enemy bloodhound, pog. Nice. Look at all these snipers, bro. Braver! Yikes. Lifeline came in clutch. Lifeline literally carried this game. Just because go to teammate. This is how I want all my lifelines to be. Came in clutch so many times. Literally ideal lifeline. River kills feel so amazing. Better than sex. I'm a virgin, I wouldn't know. Haha. It's my assumption. Caustic Trap's still in there. Might have just backed off a little bit.
なんならこっちも取れるな。
They're gonna have to push
こっち
in.
でもいいな。
こっちの方が一応いいかな。
まあ、そうね。そっちの方が車線通らないからね。
Can't push up anymore. You're gonna be hella gate kept. Maybe. I don't remember.
二人にもおるよ。これ回って。
They're pushing via height.
右でいいかな、これ。
You know, now that I think about it twice, you know, now that I'm watching this for the second time, I feel like this is the worst route to push. So we know that those two teams are in very close vicinity now. So we know there's a team basically right here and a team on height, right? So if you start any fight right now, that other team will come and fight you, okay? Either they will fight each other and then you'll go a third party them, or you'll fight one of the teams and the other one will come and third you. That is exactly what would happen if a fight were to engage right now.
これ一番最初に仕掛けたらしんどいな。
You guys on height.
右側スキャンして、いやーでもあれ
This is
だから
dumb.
絶対勝てないよね。
取っときたいんだよね。
それは思った。
So they've decided to go back
あ
around.
れワンチャン戦うんじゃない？あのね、いたんよね。ヒット側に。
Psych! Caustic.
絶対やらない。
They're just vibing in that building, bro.
そうね、一番
They should be out of this building, gatekeeping them so hard. Like, they should be on the roof shooting at them. There's, like, I get you have a caustic, okay? But, literally, shoot.
ウルト投げるときは
Do not let them push up.
あ
Do not let them push up.
奥にもいるのか。
そう奥にもいるんだよね。あんまり戦えたくない。あそこ
They need to be bullying the heck out of Bora's team right now. Okay.
ウルト投げる。
They need to be bullying Bora's team, but they're not.
準備だけしとく。
They're scared. This team's incredibly scared. And I don't know why. They have such a strong position right now on Bora's team. Maybe it's because they don't want to get third party. I don't know.
あ、いったいた。今行ってる。
まあ、ルト投げるよ。これ割るよ。そのままジャンプして上行くね。乗るね。上乗るよ。
これ死ぬわ。
あり。オッケーオッケー。
Clutch lifeline! Clutch lifeline!
あ、これ二人。
Uh oh.
あ、これ大丈夫大丈夫大丈夫。
That would scare me so badly.
旅になった。
ありがてえ。神かよ。
God lifeline. Yeah, look, these guys, Bora's team should not be on the roof. They should not be on this roof, okay? They should have been gate kept and dealt with before they even went in. But for some reason, this Cossack team was just way too scared to do it. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Besides the potential fact that they could have been thirded, but I 100% think it was worth the risk, especially if they don't have any kills by now. I don't know.
これスキャンしてから回復する。
オッケー。ありがとう。
上取ったの強い。でかい。
深いね。
Bora's team could have easily been free kill points.
どこだった？
そことそこかな。
And they ulted the wrong spot. If they had ulted right outside, right in their path to the building, right? I don't know, dude. Oh!
ナイス。いけ。いけ。
いけいけ。
Spoiler alert.
そこ入れ
This
る。
team down below is going to regret not gatekeeping them.
奥あれよ。紫。
Spoiler alert.
人がボルトある？あ、ボルごめんごめん。バッテリー。
バッテリー3本ある。今これ。
Traded shields again just so she can farm it. Nice.
ここでいいかな。ライフラインのとこかな。
I'm telling you, bro. That freaking what the hell is it called? Longbow slept on. Longbow hell slept on. Nice Wig knows what I'm talking about, even though I still don't like to use it because I don't like snipers, but it's definitely better than people think. Nice. And she farmed it. Let's go.
これ大丈夫大丈
Took a ring tick though. Rip.
夫。燃えとる。
You popping a full medi for that sucker?
スピーカー。
They're fighting now, okay? You see these two teams fighting? I know there's another team over to the right, but this is probably your best chance to take on these guys down below, okay? Because you know the other teams are distracted. This is your best opportunity to have a more or less isolated fight. If you can get an isolated fight in an endgame, especially when you have a good position, you take it, okay? You take it. That is free kill points. I know she has max or whatever, right? But if she didn't, free kill points. And then you get a team off of there and you get higher placement. Like, it's just all around. You go for it. It's literally like I'm watching a freaking season 3 tournament. Okay, everybody's just vibing. Except there's not enough teams. There's like 10 plus teams than there would be in the season 3 competitive tournament. Nice ultimate. This significantly stops them from getting outside the door. Hold on, destroy rip.
そこに。おお。じゃんじゃなかった。
Nobody even realized the bloodhound was there.
ボルト投げてくる。これ。
Looks like that horizon got away. I bet she's regretting not gatekeeping them down.
これ耐えるしかない。
And look, now she's dead. Rip.
ライフラインがやばいかもしれない。
Sniper meta makes me really sad. Hold the height. Hold the height as long as you can.
これ
Hold the height as long as you can.
誰打つ？
ジブ。
やった。
ナイス。これ前出ちゃう。
Said nice at the same time. Lamau.
終わり、ナイス。
Nice.
Let's go.
Hold height. Keep the height. Keep the height, baby. Nice.
いやー、これきついな。
She has to reload. No.
けど。よし
こ、れは
きついな。
どんまい。
That was actually really good plays on the low ground teams because like they had low ground and they dealt with the enemy on high ground very effectively. They went to basically just a third that fight from the low ground, which is honestly good. Like really, really great. That ultimate was really, really good by the enemy horizon, not because of the fact that it sucked them, but because of the visual clutter and then all of, like Bora's attention focused on that horizon ult instead of, you know, the horizon herself, right? So I think overall that was just a very good ultimate.
いやー、でも実
But
でもナイス。
overall,
ナイス
they
ナイ
played
ス
very well,
これは
very, very well.
大将。
いや、ありがとう。
There is no doubt in my mind that Bora is an amazing player. No doubt.
おめでて。
Probably better than me. But like that's not even that hard. Yeah, no, I mean she's better than me.
やば。
She's hit masters and I haven't, so better than me. Once I actually have time, I will.
マナちゃんごめんな。
But
素晴らしい。
there you go. Congratulations.
うわ
Congratulations. Very, very, very good game. I think she's a very good player. She played everything pretty much extremely well. No doubt in my mind about that. And yeah, she was just very fun to watch. I love watching high school players play the game. It's very entertaining for me, as I'm sure it is for most of you guys. Now, just to remind you guys really quickly, I am doing a members only VOD review stream of 3 different games from HoloLive's Matsuri. We got like a few more opportunities for you guys to become a member. You can also get a membership while the stream's live. And yeah, it's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be very informative. I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna have a special guest and we're gonna try and answer any questions you guys have about what you're seeing. So if you guys want to see that live, give me money. No, I'm just kidding. But like, it's like kind of true. But yeah, it's just a little bit more extra content to reward the people who are members. Thank you so much for the monetary support. I appreciate it. I love you. And yeah, I do also do just normal streams on YouTube now. I'm no longer a Twitch gamer for now. That could change. I don't really know. I've had a lot of you guys show up and it's been a great time. You guys are very funny. You guys are very fun. I enjoy every single one of you. And yeah, I'm hoping I see more of you guys. Now to finish it off, like I said before, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I post funny things. I am very funny. I'm ha ha ha. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.